Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Hermit Skies. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I am having a pretty good day. It's been a very long day, but I'm ready to settle back and do some Hermit Skies now that I have everything else recorded. So, last episode we fought the Wither, and it did not go very well. My thinking was, I have this ridiculously overpowered sword. I should be able to kill the Wither easily. Yeah, it turns out that the hardcore Wither mod is in this mod pack, and it makes the Wither a lot harder to kill. And also, it means that every time you fight the Wither from here on out, the Wither actually gets harder. So, I think it's time we upgrade some armor. And a lot of you have been telling me to make better armor for quite some time. But if we look at armor has been changed in this pack. So in order to make diamond armor, you need iron armor. In order to make iron, you need gold. Gold, you need chainmail. Chainmail, you need stone. And it goes all the way down the chain. And it's kind of a pain. Like, it's more trouble than it's worth. There are some very, very powerful armor options in this mod pack, like the Infinity armor from Avaridia. Yeah, check that out. A little bit late game. There's also dark steel armor, which is great, but it requires supremium, so that's a little grindy. That's not something we're going to be able to do right now. I think what I want to go with is the flux-infused armor from Redstone Arsenal. Basically, nothing special with the recipe. You just need a bunch of these fluxed armor platings, and that's how it normally is for this mod. This recipe hasn't been changed at all. And it's pretty good armor. It's equivalent to diamond in protection. It can be enchanted, and it can be given RF, and if it's charged, it negates a massive amount of damage. I think it's like 90% of the damage or something like that, and I don't think it has durability. I'm pretty sure it's unbreakable, but I may be wrong on that. But if it runs out of charge, then you're just kind of in trouble. So there are better armors in the pack. There is, of course, draconic armor as well. You know, we could look at that, but yeah, that's a little bit. That's not happened for a while either. But anyway, so that's kind of what I want to do today. I want to kind of get this flux-infused armor going. Also, one of you, or maybe it was more than one, it was a couple of people, I think, mentioned, hey, what are you going to do with the sludge? And I had totally forgotten about it. So sludge is something that accumulates in Mine Factory Reloaded harvesters as they harvest things. This will get filled up with sludge. And if this thing fills up with sludge, the more it fills up, the slower this thing gets, to the point where if it's completely full, it will really not do anything. It'll just kind of sit there and not harvest. So the way that you deal with sludge, and the way that I did it in this case, is I ran some fluid conduits into our tesseract coming from the harvesters here. And these fluid conduits will pull the sludge out of the harvester and send them into the tesseract. I then took them over to here, where I made a tesseract and a sludge boiler. And you can see all these particles here. You don't want to get too close to this thing. It gets, it'll poison you. But I think I can sneak in here. There we go. So you make one of these sludge boilers, and this will use the sludge and turn it into actual stuff. So it'll turn it into things like dirt, podzol, clay, all that kind of fun stuff. I'm just going to disable that temporarily. And yeah, this is set to insert, and this one's set to extract all. I'm not sure why we don't have any blocks in here yet. Maybe I just haven't gotten enough sludge yet. But either way, it will slowly convert it into semi-useful things. Mostly just kind of basic blocks, podzol, dirt, mycelium, random blocks, basically. Some of them useful, some of them not so useful. But it's a good way to actually do something with that sludge, rather than just letting it bog down your machines. So, wow, those Endermen are so absurdly loud. Yeah, look at this. Hostile creatures, 40%. They're still just, like, unbelievably loud. I hate it. Minecraft really needs to, like, balance the sound files so that they're, like, evenly tuned so that like one sound. Like the Wither, the Ender Dragon, and Enderman are just like 5 times as loud as everything else in the game. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So in order to make this flux-infused armor, we need to do some preparations. We're going to need a magma crucible. We're going to need a fluid transposer, and we have those. So boop and boop, like so. And I'm going to want to upgrade those because the magma crucible, it takes some time. So if I take like a redstone block and I toss that in here, you know, you can see it's going really slow. That's going to take like a million years, and I don't have a million years. So let's go to thermal expansion. Here we go. And we're going to want to make some upgrades for these things. So there is, I think they changed the icon of it from what it used to be. But there's one that greatly increases the speed. It used to look kind of like a little helmet thing. But I think the icon changed when they... here we go. Machines, processing speed. This is what we need. So I want one of these. Actually, I want 2 of these. We'll go boop, boop, like so. Toss those in here. And we'll make 2 of these. Okay. And then you can go over here to augments, and you can actually put multiples in this same thing. It's going to use more energy, but both of these can take, both of these are capable of holding 4. So we should also check and see the fluid transposer. I'm just trying to see. Dynamos, igneous extruder, glacial precipitator. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you just randomly backing out on me, thing? I didn't tell you to do that. Stupid thing. Compactor. Don't see one. Yeah, I don't see one for anything special for either of these 2 machines. So that's actually good. That means we don't need to worry about it. We can just throw speed upgrades in there. And I'm not really worried about the energy consumption at all. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it last episode, but I did some testing, and the tesseracts, or the dimensional transceivers, have actually been buffed in this pack, so they can transfer like 250,000 RF per network, which is just ridiculous. That's normally it's like 10,000, 20,000, something like that. So yeah, pretty good. Anyway, let's make 6 of these. There we go. And we will toss 2 more in here and 2 more in here. And then I'm going to pick these guys up and we'll take them with us. Okay, so now I need a tank. That one has stuff in it. This one does not. Good. And then we'll probably want... Ooh. I don't need this, do I? No. Good. Okay. Just making sure that I don't need an augment to do that. And then we need 2 regular chests. Should be fine. Yeah. And then let's grab some energy conduits. Okay. I think that's good. I think that should be everything. Oh, and we also need some diamonds. A stack and a... wait, no, we don't need that many. We need 24. Right? Yes. 24 of those. And then if we look at the fluxed plating, each one of these is going to require a flux crystal. That's what we need the diamonds for. Diamond, it's basically a diamond with destabilized redstone. Okay. And then we also need 4 of these fluxed electrum plates. And the way that we get these is by sticking an fluxed electrum ingot into a compactor. The way that you get the ingot is in an alloy smelter, 2 electrum, 4 redstone, and 1 pyrotheum dust, which is not something that we've made, but what am I out of? Oh, coal powder. Okay. Of all the things to be out of, that's the least worrisome. As long as I got the blaze powder for it, we're good. So we need that, and what else was it? Redstone. So give me 4 stacks of redstone. There we go. So that should be good. I should also grab just mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Maybe the mistakes weren't as bad as I thought? Maybe? How much? Ooh, I think we just lost a ton of redstone. Yeah, it's all up here. Okay. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Here's what we're gonna do. I was gonna say, I think we just sent a bunch of stuff flying. So I'm gonna break this so we can let our magnet do its thing. Oh, man. So much. So much. Well, at least it landed on the roof and we didn't lose it forever. It could have been way worse, all things considered. Also, we should really put our void upgrade back in here. Speaking of which, a lot of you have been asking if I put void upgrades into my drawers. Yeah, I do. Anything that I have tons of, that I'm potentially going to have a lot of, I have put void upgrades in there. So they won't overflow my system when things fill up. Okay, anyway, put that back. Put you back. Maybe just like 4 stacks of these. This is probably way more than, in fact, I know this is way more than I need, but nonetheless, oh man, there's still more? Holy cow, we made such a mess. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. All right, so let's grab 1, 2 stacks. Call it good right there. That's fine for now. Okay, so then we'll come up here. I need to power these, and I don't really want to run it off of this. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to temporarily break these because they don't really matter that much. We'll just do something like so. And then I'm going to go here, and we're just going to build this whole thing on top of our reactor for the moment because it's only going to be here temporarily. So we're going to go fluid transposer. Actually, we got to switch these around. So, magma crucible, fluid transposer. There we go. So we'll put this here. We'll put that here and that here. And we're going to say insert and export. Auto input enabled. Auto output. Okay, good. We need to put that and that here so these things actually fill up with power, because that's going to be important. And then over here, we're going to say, ooh, this one has 2 things. So we need that. You know what? This is fine. Yeah, this is going to be okay. So we'll do that. Okay. So what should happen here is when I put this redstone into here, it should feed into here. The magma crucible will then process it using 750 RF per tick, which isn't actually that bad compared to some of the other machines. It will then turn into destabilized redstone, which will output to here. And that's going to end up in here, and it will make these flux crystals. So I need 24 of these, and I'm going to smelt up more destabilized redstone as well because we'll probably need it for something at some point. Okay, so now let's get ourselves some more coal powder because that's what we were out of when it came to making the pyrotheum. We'll just let that go for a while. I'll just wait till I have a stack of it. There we go. That should be enough. And swing back over here. I'm just going to make 1 more stack of... actually, you know what? I don't even need it. I need 48 of these, if I have done my math correctly. And there's always a distinct possibility that I haven't, but I think that should do it. So we've got a stack and a half of ingots that we need to make. We've got the pyrotheum dust, and we have the redstone. So this should be everything we need. And then we'll go like that. And if it's a stack and a half, then 3 stacks of redstone should do it. So yeah, we'll just toss all that in here. And this should start smelting up into... Yeah, there we go. Fluxed electrum ingots. Fluxed electrum ingots. Man, that's a mouthful. Anyway, so that's going to smelt up and make what we need for the armor. We've got our flux crystals here. We'll just let this fill up for now. That's fine. There's other things that we are going to end up using that for down the road. If we look at destabilized redstone, here we go. You can see there's all sorts of stuff. Flux electrum blend. You can make glowstone with it. You can make better conduits with it. Like, there's tons of different things. So we'll be using this over the course of this series at some point, just not right this very second. Okay, so that's good. Now, I also need the compressor, I think it was? Compactor? How did I make the things? Flux. Here we go. In a compactor. Okay. So we need that guy. And it's probably going to take a while to do its thing, but that's fine. So go up here, grab this, and we need some of these. We'll put our compactor right here temporarily, and we can just toss these in here and let these start processing as well to give us the plates that we need. So we'll get that going. So I will let that go for a little bit. I'll be back in just a minute once all this stuff is done processing. All right, guys, I am back. It's all processed up and good to go. So now we just need to do that. For some reason, it does weird things. There we go. We have our 24 fluxed armor plating. So now we can make our actual armor. And there we go. Now, this does have to be charged. It holds 800,000 RF per piece of armor. And that's quite a lot. We can charge it up. We can charge it up here in this capacitor bank. But that's going to take forever. So I think what we should do is we should make a bigger, better capacitor bank. Because this thing, this thing is just like, oof, I don't know. It's a little pitiful. So let's look at capacitor banks here. We can make I want to make a vibrant one. First, we should make the regular. Is it just the... I thought there was one in between. Oh, we got the basic right now. And we need to make the regular. Okay, there we go. So let's make another basic. And then we'll make another regular. There we go. Toss that guy here. And what's supposed to go in the middle of it? A double layer capacitor. Okay, we'll make one of those. And... that's the wrong recipe. There we go. All right, so we have ourselves a better capacitor bank. This thing is significantly improved. So the regular capacitor bank, I believe, can transfer 1,000 RF per tick, or 5,000, I should say. This one can do 25,000, which is significantly improved. However, I really want to go for the vibrant. So the vibrant capacitor bank, we need a vibrant crystal. I don't have quite enough to make one of those. There we go. We're going to need that right there. We're going to need another one of these capacitor banks. So let's make 4 of those, and we can just go straight to that. There we go. And then that should be everything. What are we still? Oh, we need a couple octadic capacitors. Okay. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and 2 of those. There we go. Now we should be able to make this, and there we go. We have the vibrant capacitor bank, and this thing transfers basically 100,000 RF per tick, which is obviously significantly better than that basic one we were rocking before. So we're just going to plop that guy down right here. We'll make sure that's set to output, and that's set to input. Although, actually, come to think of it, let's just say none for all of these. I think that's a better option, because then I can still get power from that. That is going to drain this thing super quickly. So, temporarily, we're going to crank our generator all the way up to its max capacity, and that will start generating power very, very quickly. So we can toss these in here, and you can see, look at that, instantly filling up way, 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 way faster than before. So well worth it in that case. And there we go. Lovely. Also, I'm not sure where I'm getting all these Yellorium chunks from, but I'm getting Yellorium chunks from somewhere. Maybe it's from my quarry. Maybe it's from something that I'm breaking apart or something. I don't know. But I've got like 3,200 Yellorium ingots, and I still have another 1,600 Yellorium ore chunks. So I don't know where those are coming from, but whatever. Anyway, we can put these on. You can see we got max level diamond protection now. These can also be enchanted, and we should probably do that. So, as far as enchanting go, do I have the enchanter? I feel like I made an enchanter at some point. Is it over here? Maybe I didn't. An Ender IO enchanter? I guess not. I thought I did, but it would be in my ME system or over there. So let's go ahead and do that. The enchanter is a thing from Ender IO. It's pretty sweet. It lets you choose the enchantments that you want. So let's do that, and where'd it go? Here it is. There we go. So we have the enchanter right here. We can just put it down for a sec, and you'll see if you take a book and quill. So let's make some books. Let's just make a few. In fact, let's go like so and just make a few more of these, because this is a much easier way to get books. There we go. Now we've got tons of books. And now I want book and quill. There we go. So we can grab one of these, and we can toss it in here, and then if you go over here to show recipes, it'll tell you what you need. You'll also need the experience as well. But let's grab a stack of lapis, toss that in here, and let's find protection. So protection is right here. It requires dark steel. I don't know how much dark steel I have. I have enough to get protection 4. Protection 3? Really? Oh, you need a full stack of dark steel. Okay, well, let's make a full stack of dark steel. It's not that hard to make. Obsidian, there we go. And how much coal powder do I have? I do have a stack of coal powder. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to put protection 4 on everything, but I am going to put protection 4 on at least something. So we'll put this here, and we'll go like so. That'll start smelting up and turning into dark steel. So that'll work for us. As far as other enchantments, I mean, there's a whole variety of stuff. We don't really need feather falling because, you know, we've got the angel ring. But we'll want like depth strider and, you know, all the normal stuff that you'd put on here. Protection is going to be one of the big ones. But we can enchant this whole thing and make it all, you know, super good. If we look at blast protection, let's find that one, because one of the things we're going to be fighting a lot is the wither. So we're going to want that for sure. Let's just grab a stack of gunpowder. Toss that there. There we go. Blast protection 4. It would be 26 levels. So we can swing over here and grab 26 levels. And then we just go, bam, look at that. And now we have blast protection 4. So we can say, I want that on my legs, and give me 8 levels to do it with. And there we go. These now have blast protection 4 on them. And you guys get the idea. I don't know if these have durability. We should probably find that out. So let's swing down to our mob farm. That's not going to work. I need to find a way to take damage. What would actually hurt me that would deal damage to my armor? I don't know. You know what? I'll do some testing on it. Let me get to work on getting the enchantments on these things, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I have been doing some testing, and I am happy to say I don't think these things have actual durability. They just have charge. I went into the nether and killed some wither skeletons and made sure I took a bunch of damage, and no actual durability damage on any of this armor. So as far as enchantments, I've got Protection 4, Respiration 3, Protection 4, Blast Protection 4, and Fire Protection 4. And I think that'll do for now. I don't really think we need like Depth Strider and stuff because there's not really any water to be getting around in. So I think we're fine without that. I may upgrade that eventually. One thing I do want to do, on the other hand, is I would like to upgrade this, although kind of looking at the damage here, I don't know. I think I'd rather have the lifesteal, honestly. 20% lifesteal, I think that would be a little bit better. So we need a necrotic. There we go. We need that. Toss this in here. And if you haven't already figured it out, I think I want a rematch with the wither. I want a rematch. It didn't go well last time. I was unprepared, and I underestimated how strong the wither was. That will not be the case this time. This time, I've got a better sword. I've got much improved armor. I think we are ready for attempt number 2. And it's actually important that we do this, because there's a quest for killing the wither. And unfortunately for us, we did not get credit for it last episode. If we look here, here's the wither killing quest. We didn't get credit because I hadn't claimed this one yet. So yeah, kind of came back to bite me a little bit, but me not being super diligent about claiming quests and stuff every single time I had the opportunity. But let's go. You know, we can probably just fight the wither in the same spot we did last time. Oh, whoa. Server, please. Where was that hole in the roof? It was around here somewhere. Maybe? I mean, I went and found it like a dozen times. There it is. You know what we should do? Is we should go and grab, well, I'm just trying to think of a way to make this look a little bit more obvious. Maybe we'll do this. We'll just kind of knock out like a little plus sign right there to make it a little bit easier to spot. That might work. Anyway, let's fight the wither again. And this time I will be prepared, unlike last time. So we'll go like this. I'm actually going to turn my hostile creatures down to like 5%. And we'll go a 1, a 2, a 3. There we go. And then I'm just gonna like sneak down here for a minute while this thing charges up. We'll get these in our hotbar, and let's give this another attempt. All right, there we go. Let's see how we do this time compared to last time. He is supposed to be much tougher. Oh yeah, my health isn't even going down. That's much better. Oh, he spawns little wither skeletons. Okay. Well, the wither is dead. Rip wither. And we got a bunch of wither skeletons we can kill. Look at this. I'll take your wither skeleton heads, please. Also, I will note that turning down my sound didn't really do much. It was still extremely loud. But yeah, that went a million times more smoothly. And we got 2 nether stars for doing it too, since I've got looting on here. So that went well. I definitely think that was a worthwhile upgrade. I mean, we basically did the same strategy as last time, but between the healing from our sword and our much improved armor, how much energy did that use? Basically like 10,000 RF for that whole fight. That's not bad. Yeah, all things considered, that went significantly better. So now I just gotta figure out how in the world I'm supposed to get out of here. Where is the hole in the ground? It seems to have disappeared. I mean, I suppose I can always just make a new one. Yeah, you know what? I'll just make a new one. Not a big deal. Let's work our way down. There we go. Ta-da! Much better. Anyway, so let's head back. And I probably could have just used the home command, but whatever. That's fine. I got a couple of nether stars now. I don't know what else I actually want to use nether stars on, at least at the moment. I don't know if there's really anything. Oh, we got some supremium from killing that guy too. That's pretty good as well. So let's take a look at nether stars real quick. There's the witherless rose, which would basically prevent us from taking wither damage. Starry apple, ultimate carrot. I do need to look into that carrot mod and figure out exactly how that thing works. Draconic evolution stuff. Yeah, there's a few different things. Not too bad. Okay, cool. So now I'm thinking next thing is before we end off the episode, we should probably just go through our quests and just claim the quests, because that's what got us in trouble with the wither. Is we when we killed the wither and we didn't get credit because I hadn't claimed the quest beforehand. So let's just do that. Let's just go through our quest line, make sure we've got everything. I think we should be good for the most part. Yeah, Draconic Evolution. Oh, we've actually unlocked Draconic Evolution. This wasn't something that we'd had before available to us. And there's the Enchanter. Okay, and I think that's all of it. I do want to make this Master Infusion Zone at some point, but that's a pretty grindy task as well. So we got an Awakened Draconium block. That's amazing. Glowstone Ingot. Tier 3 Chance Pendant. That's pretty good. Superheating Element. More photovoltaic cells and a Magma Cube Charm. Okay, so some of that's very good. Some of that's not as good. But we do now have the mining dimension thingy. This guy, the mining multi-tool. We got that from killing the wither and completing that quest. And that's going to come in handy for us in the future. Unfortunately, guys, I am out of time for this episode. I know it wasn't quite as much as far as like actual progress and stuff goes, but I had fun with it. It was enjoyable, and I had a good time, and I hope you did too. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.